let's take this time out to do something I haven't done in a long time, and that is a horror update. This is going to be a big one. I'm going to just talk about all kinds of stuff. Not really Halloween. Everybody knows Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends is coming out. We all know that shit. All the little things coming out. I'm not even focusing on that because I don't want that shit spoiled. So what we will be talking about, though, is some new announcements, some not so new, some within this year, though. And so, yeah, upcoming sequels and remakes to big franchises that you know and love. So let's talk about it. Let's get you up to date in case you haven't been updated yet. First up, Hatchet. One of my favorite franchises of all time, top 5. Very nostalgic for me. I think the first one came out when I was like 12. Loved it. And Adam Green has said since Victor Crowley came out in 2018, I think it came out in February. Yeah. But it's been reconfirmed by Danielle Harris. I believe she tweeted or said something in an interview where Adam Green himself has said that he plans on shooting Hatchet 4 or Victor Crowley 4 and 5 back to back. And maybe we'll see Victor Crowley get out of the swamp and maybe see a Victor Crowley Takes Manhattan. Who knows? So yeah, expect a couple of new Hatchet movies. I'm so excited for that. I love the first 4. I reviewed all of them. I was a little harsh on them because they're not the best movies ever, but they're just nostalgic and they're just kills. They're movies for kills, really. You're just there to see the practical effects, and they're just amazing, awesome kills. So yeah, I did reviews for them, their ranking, top 10 kills. You can check out all those videos. But yeah, expect a Hatchet 4 and 5 in the future, or 5 and 6, I should say. A Hatchet 5 and 6, or Victor Crowley 2 and 3, whatever he decides to call them. So yeah, we got a couple of Hatchet movies coming out, so who knows when those will come out. There's not an official release date or poster or script, but I hope it comes out next year. So just want to get that one out of the way. So Hatchet 5 and 6, that's one. Another thing that came out recently is, news-wise, is Wrong Turn. There's a reboot in the works. I think they're already starting filming, or there's already a script out there, but it's going to be a reboot. I don't think it's going to be a sequel at all. It's going to be about, like, these explorers that go spelunking, like a cave or something. So we're going to get like a Wrong Turn 8 or 7. So there's 6 of them. So we're going to get like a part 7, but it's going to be a reboot. So we got that as a reboot. We already got, and another movie is Jordan Peele is going to produce a reboot or remake of Candyman. And I don't think Tony Todd's expressed any knowledge of if he's coming back yet. He hasn't said anything regarding that. So we got a Candyman reboot being done, and right now a Saw sequel is being made. The writers of Jigsaw are coming back to make a Saw sequel. I think they tweeted something like it's not going to be a sequel to Jigsaw, but it's going to take place within a timeline somewhere. I believe that's what I read, and I'll find something. I'll put it up here if I find it. So we're going to get a sequel based off of a story from Chris Rock, believe it or not. Chris Rock came up with the story. And Lionsgate and the writers from Jigsaw, they're going to write the sequel, and they're filming it right now, and the director of Saw 2, 3, and 4 is directing it. And the working title right now is Organ Donor, but I think it's going to be called Saw 9, or who knows. But that's set to come out next spring, I believe. So look out for that. And John Wick 4 coming out 2021. That's not horror, but I love John Wick. Another sequel / reboot that's in production or being talked about is an Evil Dead sequel or reboot. Ash, played by Bruce Campbell, he just announced recently that they are indeed going to do another Evil Dead. I am a huge fan of the remake. It's one of my favorite remakes of all time. It is the most gnarly, macabre, dark shit you'll ever watch. It's so bloody-tastic. So if you haven't seen the Evil Dead remake, that's definitely the one of the 4 that you need to watch. If you haven't seen the original, check that one out, but the Evil Dead remake especially. So I'm curious to see what this next one's going to be, if they'll bring back Fede Alvarez, who did Don't Breathe and the Evil Dead remake. I would love if they brought him back. So that's all the knowledge we got right now regarding the Evil Dead franchise, is that they are planning on doing more. And there's already 2 seasons. There's a whole TV series that you can check out too. I'm sure you've seen it. So moving on to the next franchise, Tremors. I think there's 6 of these, and now they're going to make a 7. I just bought the 6-pack, and I'm going to watch those. And I'm going to hopefully review that series sometime soon, maybe within the next few months or so, next year. and I'm curious to check those out. Those are like PG-13 horror movies. They're horror comedies, really. Mainly just comedy horror movies. But they're also creature features. That's the subgenre, is creature features about monsters that come out of the ground. And there's a 7th movie, I believe, being filmed already. So that's another sequel. The next 2 years are going to be filled with lots of sequels and lots of reboots, and I'm excited to check them all out. But another reboot will be The Collected. That's being filmed right now. It is the sequel to the 2012 collection. So we're going to see a continuation from that. And my only worry about this is part 2, the collection, ends so fantastically that I honestly don't want a sequel, but I hope they don't ruin the previous movie when they make this 3rd one. But yeah, I won't spoil the ending of the collection in case you haven't seen it, but it's a great ending. So if they make a 3rd one and they have a title now, it's called The Collected, which is what everyone's been saying, because the first one's called The Collector, then The Collection, so now this one's called The Collected. Smart, makes sense. Arkin, he's coming back, the actor Josh Stewart, I think that's his name. If they bring back him, I hope they don't just kill his character off at the beginning, like some Alice in Friday the 13th Part 2 type way. So I'm excited for that. I hope that's good. Fingers crossed. That's coming out next year, I believe, because they're filming it right now. So we can expect a lot of sequels, not just Halloween, a lot of other franchise sequels and reboots in the next year or two. And those are all the franchises that I know about right now. So, and we got a sequel to The Boy. I haven't seen that one, but The Boy that came out a couple of years ago, like 2016. Got a Boy sequel coming out, I believe, so yeah, there's another one. I'll just throw that one in there. But yeah, that's my horror update. Let me know what franchise you're looking forward to the most in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hit this like button if you like what you've seen here, and you can become a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.